Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely incredible. I'm taking a look at my girl Daisy here, and I'm noticing something that happens this time of year often, and that is the fact that snakes start to dry out because up here in Michigan, it actually gets cold and the furnace comes on and the humidity drops. And Daisy has some shed in her cage, but I can tell she's also hasn't shed out a lot, which means she's just gonna have to get soaked. And listen, if you ever have a snake and it's stuck in shed, it's really a humidity issue, right? Because that's really the only reason why a snake won't shed if it's stuck, is typically the humidity needs to be up. Again, we're always kind of fighting with it this time of year. As the temperatures are coming down, the heat's going on, it's drying there out, so we have to adjust the humidity in these enclosures. We have a few snakes today that I noticed are in this position, the first one being Daisy. So what I'm gonna do is get a big container, put some warm water in it, get Daisy out, soak her, and I'll talk a little bit more about how you should soak your animals and how you can make sure that it sheds out good, and in the future hopefully will continue to shed without having to be soaked. Alright, so you want warm water, you don't want it to be hot, you know, maybe 84, 85 degrees, right? Because if it's too warm, it's going to be kind of uncomfortable for them, but you want the snake to get kind of adjusted to the temperature as well. Now, we're lucky here because we're about 84 degrees with our ambient temperature, so I could keep her in there for an hour or two, and she's not going to get cool at all. If you happen to have a cooler area, you can put a tub back in the cage, and that's going to keep that water warm for her so that she doesn't cool off. You don't want the animal to get cool. Regardless, let's go ahead and get Daisy out. Come on, girl. Come on, big girl. Up you go. Up you go. Come on, sweetheart. And you can see she's absolutely beautiful, but she's definitely got some stuck shed on her, which is no problem. Now, Lucy loves the water. Daisy doesn't love the water so much, so it's a little bit of a struggle sometimes to get her to stay in here. We're going to do the best we can do. Wrangling an 18-foot rope is always a lot of fun. There's no doubt about that. But this soak will be really good for her. It'll get that skin off and she will look absolutely wonderful. Now, a lot of people ask me, when you're removing shed skin from a snake, a lot of times people think it's a bad thing. But the truth is what you have to remember is that that outer layer that's now shedding was the epidural layer, which is a dead skin, right? Well, now the new layer, that is the outer layer, is also a dead skin. So what you don't want to have is two layers of dead skin because it can create bacteria between and be a problem. So it's important to get that shed off. And it's just a matter of soaking your animal long enough to do it. And she is definitely a bear. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. She's almost there, almost there. All right, good. Woo, come on, sweetie. So she always gives me a lot of a battle, but I'm going to leave her in here for probably an hour, maybe even an hour, 15 minutes, checking back on her, and when that skin is really nice and loose and we can get it off, that's when we know it's time to bring her out. My girl Predita also started to shed, and you can see the majority of her is shed out, to be honest with you. There's just one little part right here that looks like it's stuck a little bit, so I'm just going to put her in a soak just to kind of hydrate her up a little bit, get that last little bit of shed off, and it should only take us about 20 minutes of a soak, and she should be good to go. And honestly, Predita enjoys the water, so every now and then we soak her probably once a week just because she seems to really like it, and eventually hopefully we can have an enclosure where she has a big water basin where she can go in a lot. That would be the end goal, is to have water basins large enough, and that would really help a lot of the stuck sheds. Again, an animal like this that is 90% shed, you could just soak that for maybe 15-20 minutes, get that last bit of shed off, and it's really good. And again, you don't want that stuck shed on there because it can definitely cause all kinds of issues, and the best way to do that is to definitely soak them. And look at here, of course we have Sweetie, the Malaysian blood python, who is absolutely an incredible animal, but she's pretty deep stuck in shed. And that's the whole thing, right? The more they're stuck in shed, the longer they actually have to be in a soak, right? So whereas Predita probably only needed 15-20 minutes, this girl probably is going to need to stay in this water for a good hour, hour and 15 minutes. And like I had mentioned, again, if you soak your animal and it doesn't come out of shed, that means that you haven't soaked it long enough, right? Because definitely suck shed is a lack of humidity, right? So what we're doing is dialing these cages in, which basically means now that that furnace is on, we're gonna have to mist the cage a lot more to get that relative humidity up, especially when they go opaque and get ready for shed. You start misting them down, even soaking them a little bit can actually help them shed in one piece when it gets dry during the winter months in the cold weather climate. So Sweetie's gonna get a good hour or so soak, maybe an hour and a half, so make sure, because this is pretty stuck on here. I mean, you can see how wrinkly that is, and within a good hour, hour and a half or so, all of that's gonna come off. She's gonna look absolutely amazing and be beautiful, but we can definitely go check on Predita. She's probably ready to come out. Oh, and look at who's ready to come out. My pretty girl. And again, took literally like 15-20 minutes. She shed the little piece of skin off that she had on her, and now she looks absolutely wonderful. As a matter of fact, this is the most beautiful snake I think I've ever seen. I mean, just crazy how beautiful it is. And right after a shed, oh my goodness. Look at the iridescence and the black, and definitely has more pigment after this shed than she did before. It's crazy to think that cow retics are continuously evolving into something new. Who knows what she's gonna look like in a year from now, but like I said, because she only had a little bit of shed on her, I didn't have to soak her very long, and now she is perfect. Once again, the ones that have more shed definitely need to be soaked for longer. And we definitely have to start to adjust this humidity. With Predita, what we'll do is we'll thicken up the bedding so there's more bedding in it. That way when we moisten it down, more humidity and more moisture is actually in the bedding. So we'll go from maybe a 2-inch substrate to maybe a 4-inch substrate during the winter months to keep that humidity up. You can also kind of close ventilation off a little bit, larger water bowls. All those things help aid. Get a little hydrometer and just throw it in a cage, and you can see you want these guys to be about 50, maybe even 60% humidity, and then they'll shed perfectly. So she's all good. We'll let these other ones come shed. I actually have a guest from out of town that just showed up. Excited to have Tamiya in the house. You guys may know her from the Noodle Fam on Instagram and YouTube. I'll put a link in the description. Now, I have noticed you cut, by the way, she came from Seattle, Washington area, which thank you for coming for the day. Whoop.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I know I see that you have a love for mangrove snakes.
I sure do.
Now, you have one that's super tame, huh?
I've got a male mangrove who's a few years old now, but he's really good with me. Not quite this nippy.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Full of attitude.
I think we need to bring you on so you can, hey, over here. Don't bite that way, bite this way. So, but these are pretty awesome. So how did you get yours so docile? You just worked with it, or was it always chill?
Well, he arrived in kind of poor condition. So he was kind of a fixer-up project. And ever since then, he just wasn't quite nippy.
Oh, this one is. This one is.
Yeah.
Well, this is, I tell you what, unfortunately, our mangroves are a little bit more feisty. We do have to work with them a little bit. So I think we're going to move on to a little tiny one that is a little bit less crazy.
So small.
I know, isn't it crazy how small? They're so cute.
So tiny. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So again, I definitely can't get up and close to any of our mangrove snakes. There's no doubt about that. I see you like just petting it on the head, doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like ours are not that way at all.
Snuggle him in bed. He's
just a cutie, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we'll definitely be showing Tamiya around. I'll show her the adult mangroves, which are ours are a little bit different than yours. I can tell you that much. And then we're going to take a little tour of the reptarium too, and just kind of show her around again. Go show her some love. Tell her that I sent you. So Tamiya, this is our adults. Again, a little bit different than yours when it comes to their attitude.
Yeah, no kidding. We're a lot more spicy than my noodle.
I know, but we're going to definitely make sure that he doesn't bite you because we don't want that. At this size, I've been envenomated once or twice. They are definitely not exactly fun. Again, everyone has a different reaction to venom, and I don't want to find out what your reaction is.
Yeah.
My reaction is just, hey, over here, over here. There you go. Just keep him going that way. And if what you do is, the trick with these guys, just go up in the air a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take him back just for a second, just because he's going to come back on us. So yeah, so oftentimes when you get them kind of up in the air, they kind of feel like they're more in a tree, and you just kind of spin them around, stuff like that. We don't have a lot of room in this aisle, but so yours is about this big, you said?
Yeah, pretty much almost exactly the same size. But it definitely does not come with that kind of an attitude.
I want to get one. I need to have one of our babies where we handle it a lot and get it super tame so that we can handle it, because these guys are definitely out of control, but I think still one of the most stunning snakes on the planet.
Definitely.
I love this animal so much.
Love the contrast between the black and the yellow.
So cool. All right, so it looks like she's ready to roll. We're just gonna go ahead and get this out of here. What I'm gonna do is just slowly, just kind of see if I can't work this out. And a lot of people think that if you're helping and aiding a snake shedding like this, that somehow it's bad for the snake. But the truth is, it's not bad at all. The skin is supposed to come off, right? I mean, in the wild, these guys would be rubbing on, you know, hard rocks and stuff like that to get this shed off, right? So obviously my gentle hands are not going to hurt the snake at all. I mean, I get it. Now, if you do it too early, then absolutely that could be a detriment to the snake, right? But obviously this is supposed to come off. So what I'm going to do is just slowly, just gently kind of help her down like this, all the way over, and see if we can't get all this shed off of her. And look at how gorgeous that snake is looking now that that shed is coming off. I mean, really, really good. And again, I'm not doing it roughly at all. I don't know why there's a stigma against helping a snake shed out when it's supposed to shed out, just like this. Probably an hour, hour and a half in soak, and you can see how gentle it is to get this snake skin off right here. And this is what it needs. It's definitely not healthy for a snake to have a bunch of stuck shed on it. So that's something that you don't want. And when you can get it off, look at how gorgeous that snake looks right there. Whoo, doggy, I tell you what, that's a beautiful, beautiful snake. I mean, Daisy is wonderful. So we'll get her in. She's going to actually feed tomorrow. We're going to thaw some food for her tomorrow. She's going to be nice and hungry after that beautiful molt. So let's go ahead and get her back in her cage and admire how gorgeous she is. So this is my favorite spot to sit every single day. I mean, I love coming in here. My girl Ivy, look at how curious she always is. Isn't it weird?
Yeah, she's just ready to hang out.
I know, it's like she's no aggression at all. She's just like, Dad, what are you doing in here? I was hoping that maybe she'd come over and see you a little bit. Ivy, you want to come over and say hi? Want to come over and say hi?
She's attached to Dad.
She is super. She's just amazing. I mean, again, it's just, there's something about it, like the therapeutic kind of sitting in here. She makes me so happy, and like I said, sometimes I'll just sit in here like with the cameras off. I'll just sit in here. I don't share it with anyone for like a half hour, 45 minutes. It's just so amazing. Okay. So we'll just hang out here for a little bit and see what she does. How's that sound?
Sounds great to me.
I know the one thing that you said you really wanted to check out was my girl Salt.
Salt, I've been looking forward to seeing her.
Oh, this is good.
She is beautiful.
She's amazing, and she's really well trained. So you just put your left hand out, and then the right hand's going to hold just underneath the tail, not the legs. I'm going to touch her nose like this, and she's going to stay still, and you can do whatever you want with her.
She is beautiful. How old is she?
She's a year and 8 months old now. So, yeah, so
she's gonna get like 500, 600 pounds, right?
She's gonna get a lot bigger, that's for sure. I can't wait. I'll be honest with you, it's one of those things where I'm excited that people can hold her like this.
Yes.
But I think I'm more excited when she's like 6 foot, 7 foot long, and she's just like walking down the aisle and still this tame. You know, she's so docile. I always tell people that although I don't want anyone to do this, I literally desensitize her to the point where you can even touch her teeth and stuff like that. You can do anything you want. Now, I don't want people to do that, but my point is, just in case accidentally someone comes up and hits her in the mouth, she doesn't bite them, you know? Yeah. But she is unbelievable. She's amazing, and I'm glad you got a chance to spend some time with her.
Thank you.
You'll come back when she's a monster, and you can ride her back like a dinosaur.
Oh my gosh, yep, count me in.
There she goes. Now she's getting feisty. One more second. Calm down, girl. Okay, there you go.
I would love to have an animal like her.
Isn't it amazing?
Beautiful.
Like, I still go like, I can't believe I have an albino alligator, and it's crazy. You know?
I mean, I can't believe I'm holding one. I've only ever seen like one before.
I know.
Let alone to be able to touch one. That's awesome.
I know. It's so, and that's the experience we want to give people. Is that opportunity to hold an animal that they haven't held before, and she is just, she's my baby, right, girl? I love you. So just like every year, we have to dial in the humidity so that all our snakes shed well during the winter time. Again, it's a little bit of a transition, but we will get there, and I hope that this kind of helped you if you're having an issue with your snake. If you enjoyed this video, right here is a popular playlist of all my most popular videos you can roll through. It helps my click-through. Please check that out. Up here in this corner, you can subscribe to my podcast. Please, please subscribe. I really enjoy doing it. On this side, I hope you're subscribed to this channel. Turn your post notifications on. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.